There's a clip that exists somewhere somehow of I'm being caught on camera at the very end of the show by Meshuggah at the Metropolis in Montreal, where I spent way too much time in the freaking mosh pit, and all I could do is give a devil sign to the guy pointing the camera at me. I was exhausted beyond repair. The repair is still in progress, and that clip like exists, kind of thing. You see me right now after seeing Evangelion 3 plus 1 kind of thing, the very latest one. That thing kicks a lot of asses, and I can't tell which one. No, because it would be revelated. So now I just released a clip about my teeth and my ability to feed, and some sort of geomagnetic compass that is definitely a fail, but it contains olive oil. So all of those things being related, the stainless steel of that spoon, magnetism that's involved in that geomagnetic compass, and my ability to feed those teeth I described, made of cast iron, magnetism, all those things. So I'm not trying to impress you, feeding on something that would be crunchy or of any sort of spectacular prowess, like ripping in half a good old phone book of yellow pages. I'm gonna prepare my little food like as fast as conceivable, just like confirming I am insane, and still, I'm able to feed despite insanity. Advertise anything that would be ashamed of appearing in a Thursday. It is straight to hell, or published, broadcast in hell one way or another. Mm, Homemade bread that I do every 2 days. That if you don't, well, you should. Take your own bread. So they do with you on the fun factor of our modern time. The containers are so efficient. There used to be times where fresh food, quality food, was an ideal that you would reinforce with a freaking army because it was that important. Balsamic vinegar, as you would. Never ever make a movie of you feeding. It is disgusting. No one wants to see you feed. Mediterranean breakfast, I think it's called. If you don't bake it yourself, you should bake your own bread. So being into Uncharted, being a worker in progress, a guinea pig of my own vision, like many people are, I have no idea what nature will make of these spikes of metal I have as teeth, or as reinforcing what's left of my teeth, attached to my upper skull mostly. I don't know. Considering my actual share is a priority, there shouldn't be any progress as far as my teeth, except maybe maintaining what I have left there as a weird fossil or something that actually works. Simply prevent the further degradation of the calcification I have right now. Maybe it's just like by some sort of oddity, it's just fine. That would be weird enough, but like someone who still aggravate, technically speaking, still aggravate dust pollution around him as to making a magic coat of dust particle. Kind of a ridiculous idea. It might just work that my teeth stick there, keeping me alive. Yeah. And then much more being of an appeal, of a novelty, of a Mr. Mysterious came up with brand new teeth kind of thing that are shining all over your next TV show. I would be invited to. Not whatsoever. That, from my perspective, that's not what I'm aiming to. That's not my orientation at all. I have other things to attend to. Yeah. The periodic table, the atomic paradigm, the modelization of the atom, the understanding of the atom, human and its brilliant relation with the environment, taking the helm of his own evolution, is somehow, and in many ways, must modify his environment, adapt it, as fast as he's adapting itself. The human, the atom, again, the iron atom, not to name it that precisely. Having to claim, like, having to claim sometimes ownership of my own DNA, of my own molecules, of my own biorhythm. The mind, by the way, stop that. Claiming that my own iron atoms are mine over the iron atoms of the entire universe is implied somewhere. I do whatever I see fit of my iron atoms, despite you thinking it's that big of a deal. No, not kidding. Mix it with zinc, have its functional um, feeding of oxygen of my nervous system, somehow replaced by zinc oxide, and that kind of stuff. What happens to iron? The universe is still making iron. And that mindset, that could be totally wrong. Iron is that very, very stable thing that would simply accumulate all over the universe until the universe is turned into iron. Dead, cold universe of iron. It's an inertial thing, trail of thought, and it's a bit ridiculous, but in context, there are some very, very old iron atoms, and they are that you could compare to brand new iron atom of today. Those very old iron atoms could be poked at and be turned into an exhausted atom, a very old one, exhausted of electroconductivity, of ability to oxide. Its ability to oxide could be modified. Of all the iron atom, it doesn't do that, Russ. It's reluctant to it. It turned into something slightly different that ain't magnetite. Because it doesn't do magnetite. That old iron is so sick of it, it doesn't do magnetite rust. And there you go, your bone marrow is aging differently. Our own ability to bioelectricity intensity into some sort of extra influences is available. I'm not saying about zinc for you, for your nervous system exagination. I'm that weird person, but as far as that feedback loop of a very, very fast adaptation and modification of our environment kind of thing. The potential is thin, but it's just there at the very same time. Yeah. Your iron atom is yours. Over the iron atoms of the whole universe. And you may do what you see fit of your iron atoms, despite anyone's opinion.